Welcome to video 7. It's frustrating being the all. Since the subject of spirituality has now firmly raised its controversial head above ground, this video needs to be prefaced with the understanding that what follows is already in the public domain, and it has been for thousands of years. So proceed with that understanding. Although the final statement presented is possibly unique and should be cause for intellectual concern. Enjoy, and let's get going. You don't want to just hand over the car keys to your teenage son that thinks he knows everything. Similarly, what to do with the conscious entities that are evolving from you, the abstract realm, that really don't know a whole lot. They need a God to worship. So, okay, you go along with that. And when you think they are ready, you give them a riddle. In Old Testament times, it was thought that if you knew the true name of something, you could control it. In other words, they practiced magic. So Moses, on top of Mount Sinai, asked God to reveal his name. God replies with a riddle, Exodus 3:14. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. Humanity has a habit problem. People often want to be told what to do. So several hundred years go by, and the universe tries again. A teacher named Yeshua states quite openly, he speaks in parables, and then says, John 14:6, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. But do any of us really listen? And so a few hundred years later, there is another try. A book is transmitted that constantly states to be given by a God that claims to be all-powerful, merciful, and yet that God also claims to create many for the fires of hell for all eternity because that God deliberately created them unbelievers. Surah 7:179. And we have certainly created for hell many of the jinn and mankind. They have hearts with which they do not understand. They have eyes with which they do not see, and they have ears with which they do not hear. Those are like livestock. Rather, they are more astray. It is they who are heedless. There is a contradiction in a being powerful enough to create whatever this being desires, and who self-proclaims to be merciful, and yet specifically creates entities to be unknowing, and, because of their unknowing, are created to suffer hellfire for eternity. This contradiction leads us to realize there is a clue screaming to be heard here. So, how is the riddle once again delivered? Surah 50:16. I am closer to you than your jugular vein. Please note, the tone has become more personal. People obviously weren't listening, or rather, weren't using the mind they were given. Us humans often need a shock to the system to get going. Let's put this in sequence. I am that I am. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am closer to you than your jugular vein. The riddle was once again summarized in Psalms 40:16. Be still and know I am God, also known as the universe in all caps, also known as the abstract realm. But really, the last statement needs to be changed to just simply, I am. Now you know, God is a Buddha, like it or not, so are you. There is still more to be said about God, or the universe in all caps, or the abstract realm, whichever term you're most comfortable with. In our next video, video number 8, your notions of religion will simultaneously be shattered and rebuilt. Hope to see you there.